It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got Desmond Ridder. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Falcons and the Panthers next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school. And also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Falcons at 15-1 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Touchdown! Chris Watkins. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Young off the play fake. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Dillon up the middle. And good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now here's Young. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Marquise Bell coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Young. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, Ritter. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Young working out of the gun. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
For Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Young to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA's Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
To throw, White. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's a backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A.J. Terrell, the one who shot in there to drop the QB.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
It's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Ritter now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Ritter to throw it. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Ritter fires quickly out wide. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Robinson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Ritter. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with an amazing diving catch. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you... You're still too early.
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And it's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. White. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. White looks to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Ritter back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's White. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across mid. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running left is Dillon. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This is 2nd and 8. The play fake, now White. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now White. And this is going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Robinson with another carry.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's White. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Fully commit to playing the clock game, yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Ritter. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now White. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Adafe Owe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They go draw play. It's Dillon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll set up a screen for Dillon.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Looking to throw. White. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
White on 3rd and long. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Robinson up the middle. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay there.
And not in any rush offensively. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, loss. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second and 5. And his first throw here is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. White. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and long. Here's White. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
To throw, White. Got his man, Okonkwo. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. White now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Damone Clark came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Throwing on 2nd and long. White, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough?
After review of the play, the ruling holding on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Falcons,